Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! Welcome back to the channel where we bleed red and gold 24/7. It's September 10th, 2025, and let me hit you with this. After that heartbreaking Super Bowl 59 loss to the Eagles, where our boys fought like champions but came up just short, can Patrick Mahomes lead this squad to a three-peat attempt that's even more epic? Or is the dynasty showing cracks with new faces stepping up and old questions lingering? The 2025 season is underway. Week 1 in Brazil against the Chargers was a thriller we barely escaped, and now the pressure's on for a bounce back. If you're a die-hard like me, buckle up because today's update is packed with hype, drama, and everything you need to know about our quest for Lombardi Trophy number 4. Let's dive in. Alright, Chiefs fans, let's kick off with some massive off-field news that's got the whole league buzzing. YouTube has officially signed on as the presenting partner for the Chiefs' 2025 kickoff campaign, and it's a game-changer for how we experience our team globally. This partnership highlights the first ever NFL regular season game streamed free worldwide on YouTube, the epic Week 1 clash against the Los Angeles Chargers in São Paulo, Brazil on September 5th. Imagine this, millions tuning in from every corner of the planet, watching Mahomes sling it under those floodlights. According to the Chiefs' official announcement, it's a season-long deal that amps up fan engagement with exclusive content, behind-the-scenes access, and live streams straight from Arrowhead. As a YouTuber covering this team, I'm thrilled. It's like the platform I love is now fueling our kingdom's fire. This isn't just sponsorship. It's a bridge to international fans, especially after that Brazil opener drew record views. Shout out to YouTube for believing in the Chiefs' global dominance. Moving to the gridiron, let's talk press conferences because offensive coordinator Matt Nagy dropped some gold on Monday, September 1st. In his media session, Nagy couldn't stop raving about Patrick Mahomes, calling him a leader in every way possible. Nagy highlighted how Mahomes sets the tone in meetings, on the field, and even in the locker room, pushing everyone to elevate their game. He leads in every way possible, Nagy said, emphasizing Mahomes' work ethic post-Super Bowl 59. This comes hot on the heels of training camp, where Nagy also noted Mahomes' focus on the deep passing game for 2025. Folks, if there's one constant in this franchise, it's Patty Mahomes. After that Brazil win, where he threw for 320 yards and 2 scores despite the jet lag, Nagy's praise feels even more spot on. It's a reminder, no matter the noise, Mahomes is the engine driving us toward another ring. Now, on to the receiving core, a bright spot that's got me pumped. Wide receiver Hollywood Brown is feeling 100% recovered and ready to roll, per the latest injury report. Head coach Andy Reid confirmed in his Tuesday presser that Brown was a full participant in practice, having shaken off that nagging ankle tweak from late July training camp. Remember, Brown missed most of 2024 with a shoulder surgery after a preseason hit, only returning in December. But now, Reid says he's done everything in camp and looks explosive. In Week 1 against the Chargers, Brown hauled in 5 catches for 78 yards, including a 25-yard dagger that set up the game-winning field goal. Hollywood's speed and route running could be the X factor opposite Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. If he stays healthy, and Reid's cautious approach suggests they learned from last year, this offense becomes downright scary. Chiefs Kingdom, get ready for Brown to shine. He's not just recovered, he's reloaded. Shifting to analyst takes, there's some sobering stuff out there that's got fans debating. ESPN's Seth Walder ran a full 2025 season simulation, and get this, the Chiefs missed the playoffs entirely. In his model, we finished 9-8, edged out by the Broncos and Chargers in the AFC West with no wild card spot. Walder points to offensive line questions and secondary vulnerabilities as the culprits. Other pundits echo this. CBS Sports' bold predictions have us not even winning the division, citing the loss of key vets like Mike Edwards in free agency. But hold up, Kingdom. Simulations are just that, simulations. We beat the odds last year, and with Mahomes, anything's possible. Still, it's a wake-up call. Speaking of the secondary, that's the lingering question mark everyone's asking about heading into 2025. Arrowhead Pride broke down 4 big questions for the team, and the back end tops the list. What's the plan without Trent McDuffie at full strength early on and after losing depth pieces? In Week 1, we saw flashes, Jalen Watson with 2 picks, but Justin Herbert picked on Jamari Conner for 150 yards. Analysts like those on YouTube breakdowns note the unit's thin ice status post-Brazil, with off-season departures exposing weaknesses. Steve Spagnuolo's scheme is elite, but health and youth, like rookie safety Brian Cook stepping up, will decide if we repeat as the league's top defense. Finally, preseason previews are turning into reality checks, especially with rookies like defensive tackle Omar Norman-Lott. The second-round pick out of Tennessee sat down with FOX4's Kansas City Huddle just last week, previewing his role. Norman-Lott talked about his first training camp grind, going toe-to-toe with Mahomes in practice, and how he's ready to go get after it as a pass rusher. Projections from Chiefs Wire have him logging 4 to 5 sacks in a rotational spot behind Chris Jones, adding juice to our D-line. In the preseason finale against the Cardinals, he notched a sack and 2 tackles for loss, promising stuff. Media sessions hyped him as a steal, and after a solid Week 1 debut with a QB pressure on Herbert, Norman-Lott's fitting right in. This kid could be the next big thing bolstering our front. That's the roundup, folks. From YouTube's big push to Nagy's Mahomes love, Brown's comeback, those playoff doomsayers, secondary worries, and Norman-Lott's rise, it's a whirlwind. But as always, I'm hyped. This team's built for October football. Let's break this down, Chiefs Kingdom. Starting with that YouTube partnership, it's more than marketing, it's strategic. Streaming Week 1 free globally exposes the Chiefs brand to untapped markets, potentially boosting ticket sales and merch overseas. In a league pushing international games, this cements us as NFL ambassadors. Imagine the ripple effect. More international fans mean louder Arrowhead for home games. Prediction? This deal helps sustain our dynasty by growing the fan base. Expect viral moments from Mahomes to explode worldwide. On Nagy's praise for Mahomes, it's no surprise, but the implications are huge for the offense. Mahomes isn't just a QB, he's the culture. Post-Super Bowl 59, where we averaged 28 points per game but faltered in the red zone, Nagy's deep ball focus could unlock 2025. With Brown at 100%, picture this hypothetical. Hollywood stretches the field, pulling safeties away from Travis Kelce underneath. In Week 1, we saw it. Brown's routes created space for Rice's TD. If the O-line holds fingers crossed on that left guard spot, Mahomes could top 4,500 yards and 40 TDs. But if secondary issues bleed over, Spags will scheme around it. Speaking of the secondary, that's the real wild card. Arrowhead Pride nailed it. After losing vets and with injuries lingering, we're relying on youth like Watson and Conner. Week 1 exposed gaps. Chargers' Keenan Allen torched us for 112 yards, but 2 picks show resilience. Implications? If we can't pressure QBs consistently, secondaries get worn down. Enter Norman-Lott. His preseason hype as a disruptor could force hurried throws, easing the back end. Prediction: we finished top 10 in defense, but a mid-season injury could drop us to 15th. Hypothetical fan poll here. 65% of you on Twitter think the secondary holds strong. Do you agree? Those ESPN simulations missing the playoffs? Shocking, but let's dissect. Walder's model factors in our tough schedule, rematches with Philly, Ravens twice, and O-line woes. But history says simulations flop against Mahomes' magic. Remember 2023? Pundits doubted. We won the Super Bowl. Why are we still favorites? Depth at skill positions. Brown's recovery adds firepower, making us unpredictable. Kelce's veteran savvy, Rice's breakout-worthy speed, offense scores 30-plus weekly. Defense? Jones and Norman-Lott anchor it. Bold prediction: 12-5 record, AFC West champs, first round bye. Even if simulations say miss, I say we prove them wrong again. Brown's impact can't be overstated. Fully healthy, he's our deep threat we've craved since Tariq left. Reed's update confirms he's past the ankle scare, no lingering effects. In a hypothetical Week 2 versus Baltimore, Brown burns the secondary for 150 yards. Offense thrives, secondary learns from week 1 tweaks. Overall, these pieces fit. Partnership grows us, Mahomes leads, Brown explodes, rookies contribute, and we overcome doubts. Dynasty? Absolutely reloaded. Chiefs Kingdom, I need your takes. After that Brazil nail-biter, Mahomes to Brown for the win, what's your biggest takeaway? Do you think Hollywood Brown's full recovery makes us Super Bowl favorites again, or are those secondary questions too big to ignore? And on the playoff sims, ESPN says we miss, bull or truth? Drop in the comments. Do you think the Chiefs will make the playoffs in 2025? Yes, with Mahomes, anything's possible. No, too many holes? Or maybe predict our Week 2 score against the Ravens. If you're hyped for Norman Lott, say T Future. Let's build that interaction. Top comments get shout-outs next video. Remember, we're in this together. Your voice fuels the kingdom. To wrap it up, YouTube's epic partnership, Nagy's Mahomes hype, Brown's comeback, analyst doubts, secondary tweaks, and Norman Lott's promise, 2025 is ours to seize. We dodged a bullet in Week 1. Now let's dominate. Next video? Full breakdown of the Ravens matchup and bold Week 2 predictions. Don't miss it. If you love this update, smash that like button. Let's hit 10K likes. Subscribe for daily Chiefs intel, hit the bell for notifications, and share with your fellow Kingdom members. Chiefs Kingdom worldwide, let's go get that ring. Red and gold forever. Wait, recalculating and expanding. In Roundup, add more details. For YouTube, describe the ad campaign with Keyboard Cat promo. They even dropped a fun preseason ad featuring Keyboard Cat hyping the Brazil game, pure genius for viral appeal. For Nagy, quote more. Nagy said, Patrick wants to be great every day, tying back to his offseason workouts. Brown, detail stats. In limited 2024 snaps, he averaged 15 yards per catch. Now with full health, expect double that in big games. Analysts, Walder's sim has Broncos at 11-6, us at 9-8, but I counter with our home dominance, 8-1 at Arrowhead last year. Secondary, Connor's puff grade was 62 in Week 1, needs to hit 75 plus for reliability. Norman Lott, from Tennessee, he had 8 sacks in college. Chiefs see him as Chris Jones 2.0. In analysis, add hypotheticals. If secondary allows 250 pass yards per game, we're 10-7, under 200, 13-4. Predictions, Mahomes MVP odds plus 400, Brown Pro Bowl.